Right then folks, Greeno here, out and about again. And where am I today? Well, I am in Poole. I'm on Poole High Street and I've got a hankering for some fast food for lunch today. Now I'm coming to a place that's had very mixed reviews online, particularly from my pal Gary actually. He gave this place a very, very scathing review. We're going to go in and find out if he was right or whether it's a little bit better than he thought it was. We'll see. So where am I? As you can see from the sign just here, I am at Taco Bell. I'm going to get inside, see if he gets Greeno's green light. Is it going to be Taco Bell or Taco Hell? Let's go find out. Okay guys, came in, got seated, ordered all of our stuff right at the start. No touch screens in here, you just go up to the counter and order. Now we've got the kids with us today. We've got Litland and two of our mates out on a shopping trip. So it's a bit of a muddle as to what we've got because they've kind of chopped and changed little bits out of various different meal deals to suit their own tastes. And we've got what's left. So that's what we're going to review today. So I think here we've got a quesadilla, a couple of tacos, we've got some fries, there's a new cheesy burrito, there's a chicken taco of some kind. There's all sorts of bits and bobs, so we're going to run through it as we're going along. So where are we going to start? Fries, I reckon. Good a place as any, isn't it? So have a look at these. These have got a really nice kind of spice coating on there. Lots of it. It looks a bit like chip spice you'd get up in Hull or around that part of the world. They're nice and warm. Reasonably crispy. Well, that spice is great on there. It's got a hint of paprika about it, plenty of salt. They really are rather nice. I think without the spice on, it'd probably just be a bog standard fry really. And that spice just really elevates them up a little bit. You've got a nacho cheese dip here. I'm not sure what that's really supposed to go with, but we'll try it with the fries. A nice thick sauce, you can see that, coating the fry very nicely. It's a fairly standard nacho cheesy kind of dip, the sort of thing you'd get kind of like in a cinema if you ordered some nachos. It's okay, nothing special, but the chips really are rather good. So let me unwrap something else and we'll see what we find. Okay, it's going to be kind of lucky dip here because I'm not exactly sure what we've got where, and it's all wrapped up in this, it's all the same basically, the wrapping. So it's going to be a little surprise, like Christmas, isn't it? So we've got some kind of soft taco here. Inside we have beef and some lettuce and a bit of cheese. I guess that's a spicy beef in there. So the lettuce looks reasonably fresh. Nice soft taco. Let's give it a try. It's not bad. I could do with a bit more spice to it, I reckon. The beef tastes quite nice. Got quite a nice deep flavour. But could just do with a little bit more oomph to the spicing. Like I say, the actual the wrap itself is nice and soft. The lettuce has a reasonable crunch to it. The cheese is just lost. But it's okay. It's okay. Well, one other thing on this tray here. I'm guessing. Yeah, look at that. Quesadilla. So that's a much bigger wrap, all folded up, sliced up. So that's going to have cheese and I think we've got chicken in this. So let's pull a slice out of it. That one doesn't seem very well filled. That one seems to have a bit more filling. We'll give that one a go. Yeah, that one, actually I'm going to open it up and have a look. That's not very well filled, is it? That's the diet quesadilla. Maybe it's all in the other half. Could well be in the other half. So, this one looks a bit better though. I can feel there's more filling in there. There's going to be chicken and cheese and a little bit of chili or whatever in there. The cheese is much more pronounced in this one. The chicken you can't really taste. It's just a texture. Again, the wrap's fine. It's a little toasted, as you can see there. Not so much as to make it crispy, but just to give it a slightly different texture to the soft one I had previously. So the chicken's coated in a chili spice of sorts. But you can feel the chicken, you just can't taste it. The cheese and the chili kind of marinade it's got on there, yeah, kind of overtakes everything really. That, again, we'll come back to that again. Look at that. I mean, that's not really good enough, is it? Okay, we'll move on to the next tray, shall we? What have we got on here? A lot more stuff. So I know there's a couple of desserty items on here. We'll leave them to the end. I'm not sure about these cinnamon twists. We all know my opinion on cinnamon, don't we? But we've got a few other items here. So what have we got? Let's open one up. I'll say it feels just like Christmas morning, doesn't it? Unwrapping my presents. So we've got a crunchy taco here. So this is going to be very, very similar to the one we've already had, just with a crunchy shell rather than the soft shell. There we go. So lettuce and cheese in there again, exactly the same filling. We'll see how it is with a crunchy taco. To be honest, I think it works better with the crunchy one. Just that texture, just that little crunch as you're biting into it. Because the beef's quite soft in there. So it's nice to, you know, it's kind of like a giant nacho, isn't it? Reasonably crispy. Again, I wouldn't mind the beef having a bit more oomph to it. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. 3 more savoury items to go by the looks of it. What do we have in here? Chicken tenders. Okay, let's get these out. So, 3 chicken tenders. I know this was £4.99. You want to take a little look at them? So £4.99 for 3 of those tenders with a creamy jalapeno dip. There's a choice of 4 different dips. So creamy jalapeno is the one that appealed to me the most. So I think the cook on them is not bad. Nice kind of golden colour. One thing I will note though, look at the end of this one, where the chicken is kind of poking out from the breading. That's kind of gone all burnt and hard in the fryer, so not eating that bit. The rest of it though, if you take a little look in here, we can see reasonably white looking chicken in there. It's obviously chicken breast. We'll try it on its own first and then we'll go with the dip. The coating's crispy. It doesn't really taste of anything. Just needs some seasoning or something. If they use the seasoning, it's on the fries, and put that on there. That would make a hell of a difference. Let's try it with this creamy jalapeno dip though. Nice consistency. Not the most appealing looking colour, it has to be said. But there we are. That's actually pretty good. You can taste the jalapeno in there, but it's not overly spicy. I call it a creamy jalapeno dip, but it's also not overly creamy. I don't really know how to describe that, to be honest. Let's grab one of these fries and stick it in there. That's really rather tasty, that dip. Try that if you come here. Right. Now, I know that's the cheesy burrito. We'll leave that till last. What have we got in here? Oh, this is the chicken taco. Now this is interesting. I don't know how or why this idea has come about, but rather than using a wrap, they've actually used what kind of looks like a chicken schnitzel and shaped it like a taco. It's a bit strange, isn't it? So what I've actually got inside of this, I think it's probably just going to be salad and cheese and a bit of sauce. Yeah, a bit of cheese sauce in there, a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of tomato. Shove that down inside there. Interesting. I'm not quite sure if it's madness or genius, but we'll find out now, won't we? It's not bad. There's a little bit of spice in there from the sauce they put in. I asked them to put the lava sauce in this one, which I thought would be really hot. It's not that hot. The chicken isn't that crispy. I mean, it's a bit crispy, but I guess because they have to like form it, it can't be that crispy like a schnitzel would be. And it tastes a bit like a giant McDonald's chicken nugget with stuff in it, which is yeah, it's not the best quality. It's obviously just minced chicken in there, formed into like a great big nugget. But with the sauce and with the filling, it's perfectly edible. Right, what else have we got here? I think the burrito is the only of the savoury items. So, high hopes for this. This is the new thing on the menu apparently. Called something like the big cheesy burrito. It's a little greasy on the outside. You see that there? Lots of cheese, but it's kind of soaked through. Let's give it a try. I love cheese, so if it's too cheesy, I won't be complaining. It is very cheesy. Really is cheesy. So we've got minced beef in there, a little bit of spicy sauce. I'm assuming being a burrito there's some rice in there. Actually it's quite a pronounced chili sauce in this one. Hotter than anything else I've had on this meal. I actually quite like the flavour of that. We've got the beef in there again, that sort of savoury beefiness with the cheese, which is quite a nice combination. And that whack of chilli is good. I'd say the only problem with it is a bit greasy. I'm going to need to wash my hands after eating this, that's for sure. But flavour-wise, I think it's probably about the best thing that we've had. Just got chatting to another customer in the restaurant, and they picked up on the fact that we'd said that the soft taco, that wasn't that flavourful, and they pointed out that there are a range of sauces here that you can add in. You've got a fire sauce here, there's a mild one too, so I guess you can add those into the wraps, into the tacos or whatever, and kind of customise some extra heat in there for yourself. So, you know me, we're going to go with some fire in some of mine. Right, so we're going to try that little tip now. I've got the crunchy taco here. Oh, all falling out into the actual sauce I've dipped down there. That's the fire sauce, so hopefully that's going to be nice and spicy. Yeah, that's not bad. Definitely improves things, that. Could be spicier considering it's called a fire sauce, but yeah, I don't mind it. Right then guys, so me and Mrs. Greeno have been through those bits and bobs. Like I say, it's kind of hard for us to determine the price on a lot of things, but I do know that the cheesy burrito meal that we had, which was the cheesy burrito, the hard shell taco, fries, a drink, apple tango, and churros with the caramel dip was $9.99. Other bits that we've had, I think the chicken taco, you know, the big chicken nuggety thing, I think it was $4.99 on its own. Didn't get a flavour of where the pricing's kind of at. About a tenner for a meal, really, I guess. So we've got the two dessert items here now. Now, I don't think these are going to be very high on my list, because I think they're both cinnamon flavoured. These certainly are, because they're called cinnamon twists, and churros normally are dipped in cinnamon sugar, aren't they? So we'll see how we go. We have the apple tango on standby if required. So let's grab one of these. Now these look a little bit like the pasta crisps I had at Zizzy recently, except they had a nice paprika kind of coating on, and these, well, they don't smell very cinnamony, so that's a good thing, but let's try it. It's got a nice crunch, and it's very, very sweet, but there is that really pronounced cinnamon flavour in there. Cinnamon just tastes quite medicinal to me. I don't really like the flavour of it. No. If they had a different coating on and not a cinnamon coating, the actual texture on the crunch of them would be quite appealing. But nah, that's not for me. The churros, so I think you get 2 in a portion here. Yeah, so 2 churros here. And again, you can see smothered in cinnamon sugar by the looks of it. So good luck, Greeno. Let's try and pull it apart so we can dip it into this caramel sauce in a second. Yeah, lots of cinnamon on there again. How's that going to chew you associate with churros? But it tastes a bit oily, which isn't great. I mean, I know it's basically a donut, so it is deep fried. But you kind of just want it to, that sort of hard shell on the outside and the dough inside not to be oily. This tastes kind of oily all the way through. The caramel dip is very, very sweet. Like almost eye-wateringly sweet. Again, not really for me. I wouldn't really bother with the desserts. Although if you love cinnamon, they could be right up your strata, couldn't they? Right then, folks. So, finished up in Taco Bell. Come outside to a church, just in case I need any divine intervention. We'll see. Probably get struck down by lightning if I get too close to it. Anyway, Taco Bell. What do we think of Taco Bell? Well, there were some high points. The chips I thought were good. I really like the spicy seasoning on there. They kind of elevated them. It reminded me of chip spice that you get in Hull. They were good. The cheesy burrito thing, the new cheese burrito, I really liked that actually. Really kind of pronounced cheesy flavour. Nice little bit of spice in there to the meat and whatever. Mrs. Greeno hated it though, so you know, but it's not her channel, is it? It's mine. Everything else was pretty bang average. That chicken taco, you know, where they use the chicken to make the shell, not sure what the point of that was. It wasn't great chicken, just like a big chicken nugget stuffed with stuff. The hard shell taco was slightly better than the soft shell taco, I think. Just again, personal taste. The fillings were exactly the same. The chicken strips, very average indeed. If you want to eat chicken strips like that, go to KFC. Get the nice coating on there. These are a bit bland. The jalapeno dip was quite nice though. What else did we have? Oh, the desserty kind of bits. Not for me. Mrs. Greeno quite likes cinnamon. She said that the churros were greasy. The cinnamon twists are the cinnamon twists. If you like cinnamon, you're going to like them. The one thing I had a real problem with though was that quesadilla. It had been obviously constructed by Stevie Wonder. All the filling up one end. It's cut into 4. You basically had that one whole section with nothing in it. Don't know what was going on with that. So, overall, what do we think? I mean, would I rather go there than McDonald's? Possibly, because you've got some slightly different flavours and I quite like spicy things, so that fiery sauce is good. Would I go there ahead of, I don't know, Burger King or something like that? I don't think I would. I don't think I would. So, it's kind of a sort of fair to middling kind of place. Better than Wendy's, that's for sure, and better than Shake Shack. So, we've got to score it at least as well as those. I'm going to give it a 2.5, I think. 2.5 out of 5. Bang down the middle. Some things decent, some things garbage, but everything else, just bang average. Right, so unfortunately that means Taco Bell is not going to get Greeno's green light today. But it's not a red light, it's more of an amber light, I think. I think that's probably fair. Anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget, click a thumbs up on there for me, it does help with the channel. And if you really enjoyed it and you'd like to see more, why not click on that subscribe button? It's what all the cool kids are doing. We're pushing up towards 20,000 subscribers if we can. Let's see if we can get there by the end of the year, shall we? Anyway, that's it from me for today. Where are we going to be next? You'll have to watch the next video to find out, won't you? I'll see you then.